Hello, religious education families. Father Dries here with introductory video for 2024-2025 religious education year. Going through some kind of overview stuff. A lot of it's going to be the same as last year's overview video, but a couple new things. So stay tuned. If you have a student in second grade, sixth grade, confirmation year one or year two, or high school, there are additional mini videos for them. So watch this video, but then there's also the particular videos for those grades, second, sixth, confirmation year 1 and 2 in high school. A couple things. But I'm going to jump into the general for all grades here. So let's get this right. There. Okay. Here's the letter that's dated mid-August 2024. Glad you're back. First session, last session, we got the dates here, September 11th, the first session in person. The last one is Wednesday, April 30th. And the first session, every in-person session is from 6 to 7:15. Our first session will probably end a little bit early. And new this year, one parent is to attend the September session with children or with their child. So we're going to do large group starting, and then the second half the grades will break off with their classes, and I'll speak to the parents that are with the parents then. We will end probably early though, before 7:15 for sure. Our last session there, one parent is to attend that, kind of our end of the year social. That ends early too, so kind of begin the end of the year together. At home Zoom work, you'll pick up your child's at home workbooks and everything else, the packets for your family on the 11th, and then Zoom links for our remote class times that link will be sent in emails when there are Zoom link weeks. I'll get to those in a moment. Got our website resources, and then second grade and confirmation important dates. I will go over those more specifically in the videos for each of those grades. So we're going to move to the website here. The website got a little new layout this year, so the drop downs actually work, and it's a lot easier on mobile too. So that's a good thing. General information, registration, the letter I just showed you. General information here. So each of your kids' packets, this will be the first page in them, and so it goes through just some reminders. Just encourage parents just to check your kids' work to make sure they're doing it, and to take it seriously. If your child kind of is asked, gets called on and they don't do their work, I'll send an email to the parent just letting them know, hey, Billy didn't have his work done, and just encouraging the parent just then to, kind of be on top of it. I'm not going to continually send emails if it's an issue, but at least it's good just to let the parent know, because some parents, just assume like my kid's doing it, and then they aren't doing it. So, and then just some other reminders. We've had very good behavior in Zoom. I'm glad, also because of the focus mode, so only myself and the other teacher can see everybody, and so they can't be making faces and stuff at each other when we're going through the lessons and stuff. We begin and end, we can see everybody, but then kind of during the actual kind of class review portion and stuff, it's in what's called focus mode. I'm glad I found that last year. And we just continue on, and then in-person sessions in the back. Do not bring your workbooks, your textbooks and stuff. High school, the post-confirmation high school program, maybe it may be unique, but everything you receive on September 11th, your kids keep at home, and then only bring back the textbooks and any books and stuff that say property of St. Joseph, and I will go over those in a moment. And then during normal in-persons, not like our first, we all meet in the church on September 11th, but most other ones, the kindergarten through fifth grade are going to meet in the church. Sixth grade will actually meet in their classroom down in the church basement right away. And then confirmation year 1 and 2 and high school will be over in the office basement, the parish office basement. This is a mistake. We have such a large high school class group, almost 20 kids, that they're going to be over in the office basement in the large room, and so we will make that work. So these are already printed and stuff. And then our weather policy, if weather's canceled because of cold weather, snow, this is just kind of what'll happen. An email will be sent out that probably midday or mid-afternoon, just kind of saying, hey, we're not doing in person because of this. Fortunately, because we do a lot remote, we didn't have any issues with any type of snow-related things for in-persons because it's only once a month. So hopefully that stays that way, but we have that in place if we need it. And there's a class schedule here. Each parent is going to receive a packet and kind of their own packet, and it'll have the schedule for every grade here for the entire year. Special dates are in person for when those are, and then the Zoom groups 1 and 2. And so whatever grades you have, I do the odd grades on Zoom 1 week in high school, and then Zoom 2, when it says Zoom 2 on here, like October 2nd, I'm doing Zoom 2 group. So at 6 p.m. I'm doing kindergarten, 6:25. The high second graders log on, 4th grade, 6:50, etc. So if you have a kindergarten, they do not Zoom on Zoom 1 weeks, all right? So it's only the Zoom 2, so it just kind of corresponds. So sometimes you'll, and then we one link for all grades. So when you log on, you'll be put in a waiting room, and then I let the kids in, and we kind of normally end a couple minutes early and before the time. So for example, 6:25, the 1st grade ends and I start 3rd grade, but I kind of end a couple minutes early. So there's like a couple minute passing period, if you will. So just make sure your child is logged on kind of just a couple minutes early so we can start on time. So we kind of just pack in a lot of information in that 23 minutes or so as we're meeting. So it has the whole year. And when we you'll see that most of the stuff, it's actually done by March because we have breaks and stuff. So really April is kind of a home stretch month there. Safe environment requirements, you can check that if you'd like. The calendar, this has not been filled in, but Julie will be filling this in with all our special dates. All the Wednesdays will be filled with which Zoom group. You can lock this with, kind of connect your calendar to it, your electronic calendar if you want. And then the videos, I'm working on them right now, so I haven't updated last year's, but this is where they will all be for the different general one, introduction, 2nd grade, 6th grade, etc. All right, that's under general information. And then we're for specific classes. So this is the schedules again that I showed before. So that's on this page too. And then there's workbooks. I have each child is going to receive a workbook for their grade and different books, etc. But if for some reason you lose your child's workbook or misplace it, you're like, I can't find it. You can go on here. You can find your child's grade. So let's say my kid's in 4th grade and they can't find their book and they need to get their work done. You can go on here. I will be giving out this password out when we on our first in person, as well as be emailing it out later on too. Fortunately, it won't let you view it. It's partly I can't just put them up because there's copyright information, copyright stuff that we can use, but I can't have in kind of general public availability. So with this, you're just going to have to. You can download it. There's no viruses on it. All right, it's encrypted. It's and then unfortunately, when you do that, you got to put the password in again. I mean, I thought it was going to be a little easier, but and then, for example, this is 4th grade. It has all of their stuff in their book here. So since we're on this page, this is what their packet's going to look like. Their front cover, first page is those general information, and then they're going to have their schedule, and then it'll move into their chapters. So 1st grade through 6th grade, any of their chapters, 1st grade through 5th grade, all of their chapters are essentially like this. They have quiz, a number, quiz 1, quiz 2. Those all correspond to the chapter. And then after they read the chapter or watch the video, of me reading the chapter. They can answer those questions. And here's their schedule. I'm going to flip over to, let's see here, a Word document with it on there. It's a little easier to work with to show you. So how this is going to work. So every grade in their packet, it has, you know, mentioned the in-person times as a reminder, and then when their Zoom group is. So fourth grade is Zoom 2, and here's their time when they log on. And so when I meet with fourth grade, since they're Zoom 2, I'll be meeting with them here on October 2nd. And here are, so everything, they're supposed to have everything done through that day. So the first meeting, they're going to have all of these 1 through 5 all done. All right, we're just going to zoom through those, review those chapters and do a couple other things. And then on the next day, I meet in person. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, well, see there. And then I'll Zoom with them here on October 30th for these. And there's no easy way to work on Microsoft. And I'll do 6 through 9. They'll show they should be done with before Halloween. They should have chapter 9 all done, and I'll go through 6 through 9. And so that's kind of how it works. So you can have your child work ahead perfectly fine, because probably if they work ahead and they're kind of working ahead, they can easily have stuff done before March 1st, because there's only a handful of chapters when we get back in April. We're back in Zoom world in April, so they could essentially be very much done with their work by and large by March. I encourage it. All right, then I don't have to worry about calling them. Oh, I don't have my work done. It's and if they just do an extra chapter, they're a chapter or two ahead. Kind of each week they're doing 1 or 2 chapters more. They'll be easily done much earlier. So that's how to read the schedule, the dates, the Zoom or in person, and then what chapters when they're not in person. And so I schedule this. You obviously don't have to follow this direct. Kind of the first week I have to do 1 and 2. No, they can work ahead. It's just easier. I try to pace it, and they encourage getting through more instead of waiting till the last minute to get it done. So that's that, as well as in your child's packets. So your we have all toward the end. We have their prayers for their grade. So this is 4th grade. So here's 4th grade's prayer, Hail Holy Queen. It's the back side of the packet. So whatever grade they are, their grade prayers will be on the back side. So we will begin kind of class Zoom with that prayer. The other ones previous years are on there as well. So that's let's get back to the website. Okay, here's the website. All right, so we have each grade, their particular links. I will go through 2nd, 6th confirmation, year 1 and 2 in high school in a moment. But you can see with, for example, 1st grade, you got the lesson schedule, this is also in their packet. That's kind of just what I showed with 4th grade, the packet, but it's essentially page like 3 in their packet. And then there's videos for every grade that I've read all the videos. So if your kid doesn't want to read, I've read the book. They can watch me read it. I explain stuff kind of as we're going along. Kindergarten does not have a workbook like this. They have their textbook is a workbook. That'll have their name on it. Their schedule's on the inside cover. This is from a couple years ago. This is what I use though for referencing. And they'll have to follow the videos as I kind of walk through the lesson. So for kindergarten, they got their lesson schedule, videos for chapters. Here's me reading. Hear me reading all the chapters. All right, and kind of go over the activity. There are more special things in here. It says references in the kindergarten book. Hey, there's more resources here. Yes, we will be getting that information to you. The extra content, as well as the extra videos for each chapter, I've actually linked them here, so you don't have to go through like a password page and stuff. All their grade, they actually are kind of publicly available for kindergarten. So that's all of those. I think the last thing here on this page is the questions for father degrees. So this will probably be more applicable for the older grades, but even younger grades, if your kid is working on something and they're like, I don't know what you don't have a question, you don't know what to say. Well, put your kid's grade and you have to put the kid's name in, and then ask the question. All right, and then when I get to Zoom next, I'll answer the question. So it's a nifty way. It's at the bottom of this. I tried to work it around. I didn't want to, let's just say working on a web page is a pain sometimes. So it's at the bottom of the page. But if your son or daughter has a question about, like, there's something in their chapter and they're like, I don't know what this is. I have a question. You don't know how to answer it? Shoot a question. I don't even know who sent it, but I will answer it. If I get a bunch of funny questions, if it gets misused or whatever, maybe I'll have to take it down, but hopefully it doesn't. Let's see here. All right, so that's the website. And then children are going to be receiving, many of the grades will just receive, K through 6 will receive a book like this, and their workbook matching. The covers should match, so that means that's linked, as well as it says grade 4 is 4th grade, and this is grade 4 here. Your child's name, will have a sticker here. Kindergarten, they'll get this book, and then first grade is going to get their first grade one. They'll have the first grade cover on this, as well as a Bible, an eager reader Bible. And so, because the chapters are so quick, short in the first grade, kind of let's supplement it, let's have them go through the Bible. And so in those videos, I read through the Bible as well, going through chapters and stuff. And at the bottom of their worksheet pages, it says eager reader Bible, pages XX, and there's a couple questions that they go through. So if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to call me or send me an email. I'd be more than happy to answer what I can. So if you have a 2nd grader, 6th grader, child in 1st or 2nd year 1 or 2 of confirmation, or in high school, videos are below. And probably for those the 6th, some of those other videos, maybe have your child also watch them. So that they get a clue of what's in. You can have your child watch this one too. It's rated G. All right, there's nothing bad here. All right? So over and out. God bless.